Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome. Whew. Yeah, it's been a little bit. I feel like if I miss a day, or 2 days, film excitement. I'm so used to doing this every single day, and I didn't come on yesterday. I was just a little bit, not so much tired, but I had promised Mateus to go somewhere. So once I got home and got myself settled, off we went. So and I don't usually film our outings too much, so I was like just just reevaluating things. And now that Mars is coming up to 10 degrees, whew, it is, and making a square. There is, this is where, with Mars, in a semi-square to Neptune, Venus is in a semi-square to Uranus. And these are major aspects. These aren't easy, aspects. This is, when I looked at the astrology and feeling the energies coming forward, this is like, I'm going to put it on the extreme, for energies, and which may, this is, especially with, okay, let's talk about Mars first of all, coming up even to the 10 degrees mark. And this is where to manifest and looking at our dreams and our energy and what we are, bringing forth into our situation. And Mars is about action, and we have Neptune as the dream, right? So Mars rules Aries, and we can have our dreams and we can have all of these beautiful things, but Mars is saying, what are you doing? Are you putting them into action? Are you doing something with them? And this is coming into our service. This is coming into our compassion, our spirituality. But it can bury us in anger. So there could be a lot of anger that's going to be coming out, or spiritual bypassing as well. So this is a balance between small self and higher is the key. We can get dragged down very easily with this energy into, someone ticking us off and stuff like that, and trying to do something to, that somebody might cut us off, or somebody, or you think they're giving you a bad look, or whatever it is. I mean, you might take it the wrong way. So this energy, is to really come forth and look at what is working and what isn't working. And the intensity is there, and we're seeing a lot of intensity coming out within the world around us. Like, there's a lot of crazy intensities that are happening. Putin flew to Iran. I don't know if anybody knew that. Out of all his trips that he made a trip to Iran and a handshake. And the president of Turkey was there, which was weird because I thought that was kind of odd. I just had to throw that in because I just found that weird. But but that's making deals, right? And he's making a huge oil deal with them, especially with Iran. So there's this intensity that's happening in the world around us. The droughts. I know somebody mentioned about droughts. Oh, that happens, every decade. Not to the extent that they're happening now. Yes, we get droughts, and droughts happen all the time, right? But to the extent that the droughts are happening right now in the world, some of them we've not had these droughts into this extreme, for some of them for 500 years. So this is where it's like, and this is where a lot of times people just like, oh yeah, we get this all the time. This is nothing. Let's whatever. But when I look at the astrology is saying, no, wake the fuck up. This isn't just, oh, it's going to be okay. This is getting us to really look into our hearts and look into, what's going on. Now, I wrote here, that we need to pay attention where things are being disrupted or where things are changing, and perhaps chaotic and in underground ways, but also where things, situations are freeing you up to let go of the old and welcome in the new. So this is really a time to let go and step forward into new ways and new ideas. And to remember that this this energy is bringing us into a huge transformation, huge change, especially spiritually, for us to really align with our heart. And with the sun going into Leo tomorrow, it is this intensity that's coming forward with this all. And so embracing this intensity, embracing these changes, and some of them may feel erratic and uncomfortable, and that's not really what I wanted. And we might be feeling like, this is, the rug's being pulled out from underneath of us. But maybe it's like whatever is underneath the rug we haven't looked at. So to get us into a better balance within our lives, which is going to be in very important in the coming weeks, I'm going to say. Now Uranus is going to come up and conjunct that north node, right? So Uranus coming up and conjuncting the north node, that is in this alignment of the planets of freedom, change, and the node of destiny and evolution. Ultimately, what comes in is for our highest good. So we have this conjunction that's happening also with Uranus. So Uranus is a sudden change, and here it comes in. The north node is our destiny, what we are heading towards, what we are supposed to be doing, right? And the north node in Taurus. So creating, what are we creating? What are we doing? But because this is like fixed earth, we are that we're talking about, if we are holding on to things out of safety, security, or staying small out of fear of the unknown, we can expect Uranus to come in and again shake you up. This isn't a time to act small. This is time to get out there, explore, try new things. Take a look where, Taurus, where 18, 19 degrees is in your chart. And tune into this, because this is the winds of change are blowing in. These are huge. And if you're not sure what to look for, this is a great time to, hey, let's book a reading. Let's get in here and sit down and let's look at your chart so that we can get a better understanding at what you need to start looking at, right? So for me, this is my 10th house. So because my 5th house is where my sun is, with Scorpio. So my 10th house is opposite. So I am looking at things to do with my dharma, things to do with my structure. What about my structure? And with Uranus and Taurus there, it's Uranus and Taurus in the north node there. This is really getting me to really look at new things in my life, doing things in a new way, not being idle in my life, and getting out there and to upheaval the magic that's there. And the Venus, is ruled by Taurus, and it's in a semi-square with that. So this is really paying attention to the signs, paying attention to a lot of the information that's coming into you, paying attention to your dreams, keeping a dream journal, which is absolutely fabulous, and getting us to harness this energy. So for us to build our windmill and harness the energy so that we can create some really cool ass shit, with this coming in. So let's pull some cards. I haven't done that for a while, so we're going to pull some cards. Oh, what do we have here? You never know what's behind me now. So I'm using my Angel Tarot deck. Let's bring this deck in. Let's bring in One of the oils that is coming to me is fennel. I don't know why fennel is coming to me, but fennel is one of the oils that is coming to me. And I don't use fennel a lot, but let's take a look at what fennel essential oil, spiritual benefits. Let's look at the spiritual. Oh, now I know why. Okay, it is fennel is for courage and strength in the battle of longevity. And during the medieval age, fennel was used to block spells and ward off witches and evil spirits. So it's a beautiful essential oil, and it works really well with angelica, which would be nice, white sage, lemon tea tree, cypress, eucalyptus, balsam fir, peppermint myrrh. So if you want, and it's one of the 7 healing. Oh, and it's one of the I didn't know this. Breaking down the healing oils of the Bible. So it's one, we got aloes, cassis, cedarwood, cypress, frankincense, galbanum, hyssop, and myrrh. Wow. So bringing some of these oils in for spiritual protection, bringing these oils in for courage and strength, and you can put a couple into your infuser if you have an infuser. You can put them into a spray bottle, use distilled water, and add a couple drops of the fennel. And if you want to add anything else to that, you can as well. So this is to incorporate these essential oils into your spiritual practice and bring it around. So even spraying it before you go into a meditation, that would be very cool too. So that's one of the oils that's coming to me. And the other one is, for crystal, the seraphim one. And now I have one in my car. I don't know where my seraphim is here. But then I'm thinking of the angelic essential oil that I was just looking at, just coming in alignment with the angels and bringing forth those angels of protection. The other energies that's coming in really strong is Lilith. And Lilith is going to be going into Leo, then retrograding back into Cancer. So there's going to be a lot to do with the feminine energy. And the beautiful thing about Lilith is a very powerful goddess. She's a goddess that would not lay beneath Adam. Like, she has this strength. She has this warrior energy, and Venus will pass over her. There's this energy of Lilith coming in because of the feminine energy that's really strongly coming into the earth at this time, having us really take a look at this patriarchal system that has been not wanting to let go of control, not wanting to do the truth of what a patriarchal system, or the masculine, or the masculine energy that wants, the masculine energy is one of protection. The masculine energy is the one that goes out to do things, to get things, to harvest things. That's what the masculine energy is. The feminine energy is very much of the intuition and bringing in, and the gathering, and the connecting. And that's really, the energies of what we are going towards, especially with that Lilith coming in, and Lilith being quite strong with her energies right now. So when we work with Lilith is wanting to bring in our strength, our endeavors, for us to get out and do the things that we want to do from the heart, and bringing in the harmony. You see, we have to have that Cancer energy before we have the Leo energy, the child. You have to have that, you want to have things, you want to be supported. You want to have that support, that home, that life, together before you bring in the child, which is the 5th house Leo. So we, and then create, here I am, and create the outward, energies. And here's Lilith wanting us to really tap into our feminine energy at this time. And that's where, with Fennel coming in, that energy of Fennel, essential oil, really wanting to bring us into that courage and strength, especially the courage and strength that we may be battling within our own lives. We might be wanting to hang on to something that we know it just ain't working anymore, honey. It's just gone. It's not there anymore. And it's time to let it go. So we have this energy that's saying it's time to let it go. It's time to move into a new direction. Why are you hanging on? And the world is going through its changes as well. The world is going through, some chaotic, energetic changes in order for us to wake up, in order for us to come into that harmony with her, and to stand up to those that are. I just feel like the ones who, the powers that be's, so they think, who want to control things. It's time for us to really say, no, I'm not doing it that way. And I'm like, no, it's like a 3-year-old, you got a 3-year-old and say, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go over here and do it. That's basically, kind of like the energies that we need to have. It's like, no, I'm not going to do that because that doesn't feel right for me. That's not in my alignment. That's not where, that's not in my heart to do that. And that's where this energy is coming forth. It's young, it's impetuous, it's wanting to do it, but sometimes our fear gets to us, and we just want to stay in our spot. But here's this energy that's saying, no, you can't. You got to have the courage to go for it. And in comes the Ace of Earth, the Ace of Pentacles. So in comes this energy of let's go. The gate is open. Let's move forward. Let's it's not a time of sitting around. It's not a time to not do anything. This is a time to step into the flow, and with that flow, it's a time for action. The King of Airs, the King of Swords. So here we have this time of action. Let's go forth. We got the confidence. We know truly when we sit and we hold it to our heart, we truly know this is the direction I really want to go into. But we get scared because we don't want to make a mistake. We don't want to look like a fool. We don't want to be the only one on the dance floor. And then sometimes it's fun to be the only one on the dance floor because, you're not bumping into anybody. You're just doing your thing. And with that, passion. Here comes the Queen of I don't give a shit. So you got the King who's married to the Queen of I don't give a fuck coming out and saying, you know what? Speak your mind. Be confident in what you're doing. The door is open. The door is open. Let's get going. And here she comes in. It's like stretch your wings and fly. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Look at that beautiful energy all around her. That beautiful little baby dragon, her bracelet. Right? That beautiful green and turquoise energies that are there, that are saying, trust in who you are. Trust in that creativity. Trust in that energy in order for you to go forward. Because in that, there you go. You're going to have to defend who you are. I mean, two real powerful energies are coming in, the King and the Queen, air and fire. You need air to bring in fire. So there's some energy that's like saying, yeah. And we're stepping into fire. Fire is like, yeah, let's get shit going. I want to get on stage. I need to be able to speak out what I'm going to speak out. And defending it. Choose your battles wisely. Not everybody's going to like what you say or do or be, and that's okay. As I always say, that's okay. A lot of people don't like me. I don't, or get offended with what I say. That's okay. Let them get offended because it's something within inside themselves. Even when I get offended, I have to take a moment and say, why am I being so offended? Why am I being upset with this? And it could be because no one's listening to me, or I'm not getting my way or whatever it is, right? Because we all have those feelings. It's like really saying, okay, you know what? This is my issue, not their issue. And they're coming from their belief systems and their truth. And we got to come to our beliefs, come to our truth and just say, that's fine. Bless them and go on your way. And our final cards for shits and giggles is, there's going to be conflict. So there's two cards coming up saying there's going to be conflict. 5 is change. So there's dramatic change within that's going to have that is going to be coming up over the next week. Well, I'm going to say going into the weekend. And you have to be standing in that truth of who you are as we go forward. This is go time. This is action time. This is a time for not sitting around and hoping that everything's going to be okay if I just hide myself away. It's time to really take the actions. So, and that's what I have to let everybody know is that's one of the things I'm doing within my own life. I'm taking a lot of action to make, to make the changes I need to make in my life in order to create more of an abundance, more of a flow, more stability, because that's my goal. I want stability in my life right now, especially for Steve. We just found out that he will not be going back till October, November. He's just unable to work. He's been through a lot, and he has days that he does really, really well, and then the next day he's out. He's exhausted. He's tired. He's still rehabilitating, and sometimes we forget that. We forget that within ourselves. We forget that, even, on some of the things that we may have gone through personally, that we do have to take those times and listen to our body. And that's where he's at. So for me, it's my hustle game. It's promoting my business as much as I can and doing my business. That means doing readings, doing classes, and and going from there. The other part with this too is that I don't know, like the classes part, like I love teaching classes, but there's there might be that things might have to change when it comes to the classes where I'm going to have to record everything and do it that way and give the people the the recording and stuff, and not in the classroom setting as much anymore. It's just I'm playing it by ear and seeing how it goes. That's what I gotta do, and go from there. I feel lots of changes are coming in, and wanting to incorporate the abundance and coming in for what is the highest good, not only for myself, but for others, and allowing things to shine, allowing my light to shine even more. So change is happening. Change is a constant. I feel there's a lot of orange and gold energy that we have to embrace right now. So the orange is our sacral. The gold is the connection, with the higher self, and with our divine. So to be vigilant for what it is that we want to create within our lives, and going for those opportunities, very much so. So, so sending you guys out so much love, and I don't know if I will be here tomorrow, but I will be on Friday again. So stay tuned. My days are sort of changing, and so are my hours and stuff like that. So it's just, I'm going with the flow, and I'm excited about a lot of the changes that are going to be coming up for myself and Steve, and just embracing it all as it unfolds. So stay strong, stay vigilant, and may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you and all that you say and all that you be and all that you can do. Blessed be everybody, and we'll talk to you guys on Friday. Bye-bye.